Be courageous, because it's so much easier to be courageous than to not be courageous, which means to not have the knowing that you can accomplish, because both are the same. And that may come from ambition, or it may just come from the sheer belief in yourself. And I had this thought because as I was rollerblading, which is one of my favorite forms of movement to rollerblade, I saw a neighbor of mine and he saw me rollerblading and he said, "Hey, help." And so I rollerbladed into his driveway and we began to talk. "What's up, T?" And as we were speaking in his driveway, he said, "How did the talk that you were giving go? How did it go?" Because I gave a word at a panel just the other day. "What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello to you and your lovely wife, T." I said it went excellent. He said, "Wow, what keeps you going?" And I said, "Well, the belief that I can continue to do it and that I enjoy doing it." And I gave him a little background and said, well, being a flight attendant was great for 15 years, and especially seeing the world and all my experiences, but it does change. Life changes. What you want at 22 is not what you may want at 32, 42, 52, 62. And I had shared how after my emergency landing, I said, when I survive this, there's more in life for me. What can I give back to life? What can I leave behind? How can I challenge myself to an ambitious goal? How can I challenge myself to be more? He said, "Wow, he said, Hope, you're really ambitious. You're really courageous. Like, whoa, that takes a lot of ambition." And it was a beautiful realization, because I thought, well, yeah, but what's up, the God particle? Yeah, but what's the other option? Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for continuing to like the live, Shadeen Brown. To be ambitious, what's the opposite of being ambitious? To me, it's stagnant or not believing in yourself. And I would ask myself that. What is the opposite? If I don't believe in myself, what is the opposite? To believe in myself, to go for it, to challenge myself to grow. Okay, I'm going to take the opposite. But if the opposite is to not do anything, to not believe in myself, to not believe that it will happen for me, that doesn't work for me. Thank you for continuing to like the live. And I'm sharing this because as we were speaking, and again, I'm sharing how I was rollerblading as I do every morning, and a neighbor of mine stopped me, and he used to be a counselor to, he says, young thugs. He himself grew up in a time where it was easier for him to choose the streets, and because he knew the streets, he was able to talk to people. Good night, Shadeen. Thank you. It was easy for him to talk to people who chose that. And he shared a story of how someone unalived his uncle. And he spent about 20 years trying to find, thank you, Shandy, for the follow. He spent about 20 years trying to find that person, because that was his favorite uncle. And his plan was, when I find this person, I'm going to take from them what they took from my uncle. And it took him 20 years to understand that that wasn't the goal. In fact, that journey of continuing to be really a speaker and to mentor youth who were choosing the streets was his path. And he was led to that from his uncle being lost to the streets. And as he asked me, you always have these great stories, you're really ambitious. I thought, yeah, but what's the other option? Thank you. Did you get cooking oil?
Forgot it.
How,
I forgot.
you went and got everything but.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
What do you...
I forgot. I forgot.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't even care. Okay. Let me get back on the subject because okay. So the point was, ambition will get you what you want, but also often the belief is, I can't do it. What's up, Anthony? I'm not going to believe in myself. It won't happen for me. Why would it happen for me? This isn't for me. And I lean into ambition and I lean into courage, because my neighbor said that for you to be able to travel the world and have such a great career and you chose to do something else. Well, yeah, what's up, Mag? Yeah, but I can do something else and be as successful, if not more. And too often people will think, this is all that I can do. What else can I do? There's no way I could do that. I don't have the connections. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the time to do it. I'm just going to stick at what I'm doing because this is as good as it gets. That is a boring life. That is a life that really you've counted yourself out. And why would you count yourself out? Well, most people count themselves out because they assume if someone else has done it, they have. Thank you, Mag. I love to see you in my lives. Thank you. Thank you. The assumption is someone else has something that I don't have. Oh, I know how that is. Listen, I experienced that in, I think, July. I know. I send all of the most comforting energy. I know what it's like to go without power. Wow. That is a beautiful experience to grow through. So I experienced that this past summer of not having power, not having hardly any cell phone service, no internet, no Wi-Fi, and it was a character building experience. Now, I don't say it was bad. I don't say it was the worst thing. No, I choose my words purposely. And how I grew from that was actually being grateful for what I did have. Although I did not have power, I did have a roof over my head. I had a comfortable bed. I could take a shower. I had gas so I could cook on the stove. It was really leaning into that and quiet time. Because when you are without these comfy comforts of, oh, I have no AC, how can I go on TikTok? It was, I actually have so much to be thankful for, so I guess I'll read a book, or I'll journal, or I'll sit in silence and think of ice cubes and AC. But I am not just going to lean into how terrible it is now, because I know within a matter of days, thank you for continuing to like the live, it will be rectified. There's places in the world that once your power is out, it is gone. Like, it is gone. It's not within days it'll be back. You just will now live life without those comforts. And I share that because, yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging, and my skin was glowing because I was sweating and drinking cold water and being grateful. And it's a challenge. But what's the other option? To sit and complain? Most of the time, that is the only option that a person will take. To sit and complain. To sit and sink into everything you don't have, everything that's going wrong, everything that's not going right. Why is this happening to me? This shouldn't be happening to me. No, actually, it could be a lot worse. You could be taken out. You could not actually even be here. You could be physically hurt. A family member could be physically hurt. There is always something to be grateful and thankful for when you choose to lean into that instead of it's not that great, right? So I shared that because Mag, who always comes into my lives, what's up, Shelly, was saying how he was without power. And I know how that feels. Now, let's take this to a deeper level within ourselves. Sometimes we shut down and we feel like we are without power. What is the difference between like, as, and to, teacher, please? I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about. Between like, as, and to, teacher, please? I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about. Between like, as, and to, teacher, please? I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about. You can Google that though. Thank you, Shelly, for all the roses. Lucky number 7. That is not what I'm talking about. So if you're about, you can Google that though. Thank you, Shelly, for all the roses. Lucky number 7. That is not what I'm talking about. So if you're about, you can Google that though. Thank you, Shelly, for all the roses. Lucky number 7. That is not what I'm talking about. So if you're about, you can Google that though. Thank you, Shelly, for all the roses. Lucky number 7. That is not what I'm talking about. So if you're things, at times I felt like I had no power. I felt like I at times I felt like I had no power. I felt like I at times I felt like I had no power. I felt like I lesson lesson in that is that it's leading you back to your own personal truth. It's leading you back to I actually needed to experience that. Lesson in that is that it's leading you back to your own personal truth. It's leading you back to I actually needed to experience that to know that I'm never without my power. To know that experience that to know that I'm never without my power. To know that I'm experience that to know that I'm never without my power. To know that I'm experience that to know that I'm never without my power. To know that I'm there's never there's never there's never a time that I am without. Let me know if I'm showing that I'm not. So just a minute. Please let me know. Let 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 me know. I may have to restart the live. Let me know. I may have to restart the live. Let me know. I may have to restart the live. Let me know. I may have to restart the live. Let me know. I may have to restart the live. Okay. Can you hear me? I see the lives are still going. So thank you, Gold Bar, for liking the live. We're just over 1,000 likes. We're getting up to a minimum 10,000. So, why not be courageous? I say that because honestly, most people don't trust themselves, they don't like themselves, and they don't believe in themselves. And you can even see this. Well, for me, I'll see this when people are driving and they aren't driving with confidence. I am not bothered by anything in life. This comes from me not being bothered by anything, but I'm also, after being a flight attendant, I choose where I put my energy. Meaning, if someone cuts me off, I ignore it. Yeah, it happened. It wasn't done purposely. Even if it was done purposely, I don't care. I will not take my focus, my energy, and put it into this person needs to learn how to drive. Let me honk, let me speed up. That just shows how quickly someone can take your power away. I take my energy out of that. And would I say most people don't like themselves, believe in themselves, and believe that they can have more? All you have to do is listen to people and how fearful they are and how much they just don't trust themselves. Am I being heard clearly, or is it not connecting? Because if it's not connecting, I will restart. But Gold Bar, can you put a heart or a thumbs up in the chat to let me know that it is connected? Please and thank you. So I share this because just to believe in yourself makes life easier. And you don't even have to see the evidence of your belief. I guess this would be like law of assumption. You don't even have to see the evidence of the thing that you are believing in. All you have to do is believe, like, yeah, of course I could do that. Or believe, yeah, I'm worthy of being here. Or believe, yeah, this thing that I want to do is easily accomplished by me. Why not? That is completely opposite than why me? Why would this work for me? How could this work for me? This would never work for me. And how that opens up a space in life. Because when my neighbor said, you're so courageous and ambitious, you must have a lot of ambition to just leave one career to start another. Yeah. But why not? That's how much I believe in myself. Even in that response, what I'm hearing is, I don't believe that I could do that because I wouldn't have success in what I would do. I will always have success in everything. I am unstoppable. I am extremely powerful. I am extremely focused. And I am this way because what is the other option? Is the other option to believe that I can't do it? Is the other option to believe like I'm not powerful? Is the other option to believe that everything takes my power away? No, I just believe. If something isn't giving me the results that I want, I take my focus away from it. I take my energy away from it. It is that easy. I don't try to change it. I change me. I saw this from Shira 7. She said, don't try to change a man, change yourself. Because the other person will show up differently, or you'll just change yourself into a space where that doesn't even matter. But I'm never trying to change a person. I'm not even trying to change the world. I am the change that I seek. So I'm never telling you do this. I am sharing how I have changed because I am the change I seek. And I often think of this, and this is a hot take, with say like activism. Life is activism, the way you show up in life. However, saying you need to believe this, to me, does nothing. I do believe bringing attention to something has some sort of benefit, but there's levels to everything. I am never going to actively I'm a positive person. You probably won't see me wearing a shirt saying be positive. I don't care how you show up in life. This is how I show up in life. And because I show up in life, there is a chance that because you consistently show up, you will just shift others who are around you. But I'm never requesting someone to do what I do. I just act as the change I want to see. I am never asking someone, have this thought, think this way, do this thing. No, I just do it. I don't care what you do. In fact, that takes the power off of my own personal change. And how powerful that is, because let me tell you something. Most people are so concerned with changing others, they don't understand that all of your energy is most beneficial when it's poured into changing you, or restructuring your thoughts, or restructuring your habits. People will see. But to say, do this, I don't care. I'm not one to wear a shirt that says something or a bracelet or anything like this to show support of anything. My support is in my humanness. I'm getting a bit off topic. However, to be courageous is to just show up knowing that you can do that thing. Now, that may not be what is considered easy. But when someone says that is difficult, again, what is the other option? Staying the same? I don't choose to do that. So if it's hard, I'll do it hard. I do difficult things very easily. You may have to feel that discomfort and keep going. You may have to lose people in the process and keep going. You may actually lose parts of yourself, which isn't ever losing, it's growing, it's adjusting, it's changing, and you keep going. Because if the belief is it doesn't happen when I want it to happen, that will keep you from that purpose or that goal. And most of the time, it's not within our own timeline. Most of the time, it is just the beauty of us constantly showing up. Showing up. Because life is always going to happen. My father would say, life happens when you're planning things, when you're planning on buying this or investing in this or having this relationship, then life happens. Your car tire goes flat or unexpected expense comes up or something happens. That's life. So what? What are you going to do about it? How are you choosing to show up? Are you choosing to show up in your power? Or are you choosing to show up like this always happens to me? I won't be able to survive. Why does this happen to me? I knew this was going to happen because my auntie didn't like me when I was not. Doesn't matter. What are you going to do about that? And I am great when these things happen because just adapt. I choose to adapt compared to complain. And how do you do that? If I'm driving and the car tire goes flat, then that means that I need to change the car tire. It doesn't mean I need to curse the car, curse the day, say this is terrible, say this was planned. That does not get me to the goal of rolling, of getting back on the road. What is the goal? To continue to drive. So as soon as I take my focus off of that and put it on everything that is not benefiting me, I've lost. because that will just continue to dig yourself in a hole of really not finding a solution. And the only purpose of a problem is the solution. I don't care about what happened. What are you going to do about it? That is why I'm courageous. Yeah, that happened. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Things happen. Things also are lessons. How am I learning from this? What am I growing into during this? How did I change for my benefit? I start asking those questions, not why did this person do this to me? How could I don't care. You will never understand how people show up in your life because you're just seeing it from your perspective, from the moment you were born into that moment. I don't care about that. That is exactly correct, Karen. Deal with the business at hand. And it's not even, I like to shift the words. I'm not dealing with anything because dealing with it has a negative connotation. I'm not dealing with people. If there's people in my life that I have to deal with, I'm not associating with you. I have people that I'm in concert with. I have people I collaborate with. I have friends of mine that show up. But if I have to deal with you, you are not in my life. I love that I find the solution in anything. I find the solution in everything that happens to me, and I'm proud of myself. Every day I write that down. I'm proud of how I find the solutions. I'm proud of how I move on from things. I'm proud of my resilience. I'm proud that most people would be taken out. I'm proud that I have what it takes in every moment. And the release of tears is excellent. It's just a release. That's what your body wants to do because it signals something for your parasympathetic nerve system. Great. I don't see that as negative. And again, I label it a release of tears, not crying. That's great. If I feel that there are a release of tears that needs to be released, then I allow it. But I say this because I know I'm unstoppable. Nothing will stop me. Nothing. And I know that. I tell myself that nothing will stop me. Nothing. Everything is here to build me into my best self. Period. Period. There's no room I walk in, there's no experience that I do not believe that I cannot successfully grow from. That is it. That is the difference between an ambitious and successful human and someone who's not. Because a lot of people will say, I can't do this. They did this to me. This broke me. I'm sad. I don't actually care about all of that. What are you going to do about it? Have the courage to grow. Have the courage to find the solution because you are the solution. You're a human being. You can do anything. The human spirit is remarkable when you believe it is. Oh, I believe I'm remarkable. I've survived every bad day and I don't even have a bad day. I have character building days, but every day gives me something. Every day. Every day. Why would it not? And because of that, I just assume everything is working in my favor and I can do it. I believe that. And I know that. And I do. I've shared often about how I will always journal and how I meditate. And those tools are important when those real character building experiences come. Because in the days and the times where it's easy to journal and meditate. But what about when there's a death or there's a breakup or there's something that you expected that didn't come through? That is when those tools of just believing, you know what? I don't know how, and this is working. I don't know why, and this is working. I don't know if, And this is working. I will show up and know that it's all working for me. In every way possible. Why not me? Of course, me. Of course. And I feel that way because, again, that courage and that ambition will not allow me to say, it's for someone else but not me. No. Why? Why would someone else succeed but not you? Yes, we may all have different starts on this race of life, and you will still be successful. I share that because this is all made up. And really just that belief of, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I'm greater. Yes, I'm learning. Yes, I'm adjusting. And I keep going. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm worthy of winning. Because why not? Why not? Okay, I'm going to hop off this live because I have dinner and then I'm going to come back. So I close with these 3 things. Be the infinite source of love because we all come. What did I say? Be. Just a moment. Show up like I showed up. You got to show up because what will happen? Nothing can happen if you don't show up. The third would be your ambition and your courage is all that you need. And the first be love because we all come from an infinite source of love. There we are. Follow me, like, share. I will be back. However, this was just a quick 30 minutes before I go eat. However, I'm going to go eat and I will see you later. Bye.